This video is on annotation, or in other words, note-taking. You will learn how to take notes while reading text from the computer. You will learn two-column notes. This is on annotation. Process that will help you to remember and to form your own opinions while reading. Use two-column notes when you cannot write on the text. While you're reading, you're thinking. I am asking you to think about what you are thinking. That sounds kind of weird, but it helps you to understand what you read. If you were doing this on your own, you would take a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. In the left column, you will list important quotes or information from the passage. In the right column, you will write your thoughts, questions, or connections while you're reading. I have already created a sheet for you, but when you are on your own, please do this. Now we are ready to begin reading. I'm going to assume that you have read the first 3 paragraphs so we can save some time. I'm going to read just the first section with you so I can model what it's like when I read and the questions that I ask myself, and then you will read the rest of the article on your own. The first section, positive effects of recycling preserves the environment. The process of recycling protects the environment. With the world witnessing a global environmental decline, this can be considered as one of the most important benefits of recycling. As we all know that paper is manufactured from trees. As the demand for paper increases, a number of trees are being cut to produce paper. By recycling paper, we can prevent the destruction of forests. Today, a number of forests are being destroyed to meet the ever-increasing demand of paper. Recycling a ton of mixed paper or newspaper is equivalent to saving 12 trees. A significant 74% drop in air pollution is observed if paper is made from recycled material as opposed to new wood pulp, indicating that recycling paper is environmentally friendly. Given that the trees keep the surrounding environment clean by sucking up carbon dioxide from the air we breathe, it would be wise to use recycled paper as much as possible. Okay, so I just read the first paragraph, and after I read a paragraph, I always ask myself, what is important? I think that the carbon dioxide is very important. As we cut down trees, we're cutting down the plants that eat up the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. And if the plants are not there to breathe in the carbon dioxide, then what will happen to us since we won't have the oxygen to breathe in? So I worry about our future and the life that we have here on Earth. So now I'm going to continue reading. Studies show that around 28,000 liters of water, 4,000 kilowatt hours of electricity, and 2 barrels of oil are utilized for producing 1 ton of new paper. Moreover, approximately 2,200 pounds of solid waste is generated during this process. Did you know that 20% of logs, that involves cutting of trees collected from the forest area of the world, are reserved for producing new paper? Shocking statistics, isn't it? Thus, making 1 ton of paper needs a number of resources amounting to 98 tons. No wonder producing new paper is indeed a burden on our resources. Okay, so as I read that, I think, wow, that's a lot of resources. But I'm also thinking recycling paper is also using up resources. So I know that I want to find out more information. Now I am ready to take my notes for the first section that I read. So I'm looking at my paper that says 2-column notes. So the first section preserves the environment. Here I want to write down quotes or information. I'm thinking there weren't any quotes that I want to write down, but the information is, I think that it's really I think the carbon dioxide information is really important. So I'm going just to write carbon dioxide. I can also use the chemical term for that, but I'll write carbon dioxide. And I would write more, but because I'm writing with my finger, it is very difficult. Now I will come over to the second column, and what was my thought about that? What connection did I make? And I think, okay, if the trees are not there to take in the carbon dioxide, what is going to happen to me? And then maybe this recycling thing is really critical. The other connection, or the other question I had, is, are all countries requiring their citizens to recycle? So I'm going to write, my thought is, what happens with the oxygen? Okay, so I will write, what happens to, I'll just say, oxygen. Another question I have is countries, because I want to know, are all countries, because this is serious. Okay, so this is the end of the tutoring for 2-column notes. I want you to continue reading the passage and taking the notes, and read the website to find out the next step. Thank you for listening.